Alright, today's project is another French cleat tool holder video. This one is for my Craftsman belt sander. It's vintage, okay? And this one's pretty easy, guys. It's just basically a shelf that is very sturdy because of these full-length sides here, and it's all built out of 1/2-inch plywood except for the bottom, which was a 2x8. So this guy just sits in here, holds her up. You can see it's got the French cleat guy here on the back. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward, but very useful. Let's get after it. Hey, if you find yourself enjoying this kind of content and want to see more, why don't you mash down on that subscribe button? That helps us immeasurably. And then maybe punch the like button and give us a thumbs up and maybe comment and stuff. That helps us bring you more content like this. So please do that, it helps a lot. And now, due in part to the overly litigious society in which we reside, listen to my robot.
Danger, Will Robinson! Danger! No, Will Robinson! Danger!
All right, super simple for this one. 4 parts. Here we go. Let's check the setup first, and we're going to change this to 1/2 inch, okay, because we're using 1/2-inch plywood. Could you use 3/4 inch plywood? Sure you could. Could you use 3/4 inch hardwood? Sure you could. You could use whatever you wanted, okay? And because of the way I have this designed, these supports go on the very end. They cap the end. In other words, they don't sit on top of the bottom here, okay? They sit on the side. So if this were thicker, these pieces will remain the same size. So that's just a little design feature that I designed in. It's no big deal. Also, on my sample that I showed you, this piece here is made out of dimensional lumber. It's 1.5 inch thick. It's not a 1/2 inch thick. I've made plenty out of 1/2 inch thick. It works. I prefer the dimensional lumber. Okay, this one is a 2x8. Okay, you can see those dimensions there. Because it gives you something to screw into when you put these end caps on. You can do it into 1/2 inch plywood or 3/4 inch plywood. That's fine. Just you have to just be a little careful. But it's dimensional lumber. It's cheap. It's solid, and it gives you some meat to screw into. Also, you don't have to make these on a CNC. Matter of fact, I would imagine that most people will not make them on a CNC. Most people make them on a table saw, radial arm saw, band saw, saber saw, whatever kind of saw you got. All you have to do with that is, how big is this piece? It's a square piece. I should be able to cut it, on my table saw in 2 minutes. It's probably right. Okay, so we just go over here to set selected object size. We're not going to change the size. We're just going to look at what size it currently is. And it is 13x18. That's a 13x18 piece of plywood. Okay, so yeah, and you can do that to any of these. Okay, these get a little funny. Like if we were to do this and say what size is that, and it says it's 7.5 by 13. This side is 13. This is 7.5, right? Okay, so you'd have to work out these angles on your own. I will tell you that this one right here, this length right here is 1.5 inches. Okay, why is it 1.5 inches? Because this is 1.5 inches thick on my sample. So if you're going to go and use a 1/2 inch plywood, which is fine, your 1/2 inch plywood would come up to what? Right about here, and you would have that thing there. That's completely aesthetic. Who cares is my response. But if you are the one who cares, you could simply node edit it, right? So we're going to go here, I'm going to hit the N, and you could move this node right here, right down to a 1/2 inch, and it'll move everything for you, right? I'll do that for you right now. Okay, it's 1.5 inches. So to move it a 1/2 inch, I want to move it 1 inch. I'm not going to be able to get it exact, but I'm going to do it right there. So I moved it 1.003 inches. That's close enough. So that now is a 1/2 inch. Okay, and see how it automatically adjusted the angle for you? So that's all there is to that if you're making it out of 1/2 inch plywood. I'm going to hit Control Z or undo. So I'm back to this. Okay, so there you have it. I'm just telling you, if you're making the bottom out of 1/2 inch plywood, that's what you do. All right, so now couldn't be easier, right? So let's just highlight all of them, and we're going to do a profile toolpath. We're going to cut that a 1/2 inch thick, so we're going to go all the way through. Okay, we are going to go on the outside because we want these to be final dimension. Okay, I'm not going to use any tabs. You can feel free to do so depending on your particular situation. I do like to put a little ramp on them though. As they go in, it'll kind of plunge in down, and that just is easier on my bits. Okay, and we're going to call these outer profiles with an S. Okay, there you go. And we will look at them. Cut them all out. There you go. All right, those are the 4 pieces. Additionally, you know, you can move these pieces around, right? So let's say, you know, you got a longer and skinnier piece or something, right? So you can, you know, move these pieces. I want this one over here, and I want this one up over here, and you know, you can maximize the piece of plywood that you have. I'm going to move these back right now. There we go. You know, to fit whatever it is that you have. Just for grins on this one, let's see how long this is going to take to go. So it's 5 minutes and 12 seconds is what this guy guesses. And for this one, where it's just linear cuts like that, that's probably pretty close. So in 5 minutes, it'll cut out all these 4 pieces. All right. Like I said, couldn't be easier. Remember, there's an additional piece that's not shown on here, and that is the cleat. The cleat on this one runs lengthwise here. Okay. So I don't show that here because I batch those out in 8-foot sections, right? I cut them however wide they are, 4 inches wide, and then I put the 45-degree on them. I do that all, me personally, I do that on my radial arm, and I just have that material lying around here, so I don't have to machine that out. This piece was, how long, 16 inches? 18 inches. So I would just go to my radial arm, take one of those 8-foot sections or whatever section I had left over, right, and just cut it to 18 inches and then attach it to the back there. So these could not be easier. It's 4 pieces. It's one setup. Move these things around to fit your piece of plywood. I generally make these out of scraps. Okay, I go, hey, I need a French cleat holder for my belt sander. Let's see what I got lying around, and that's how I make them. So, like I said, this one couldn't be easier. Let's go out to the shop and actually cut this out.
Okay, so I have my program all loaded up in the computer, and I have this big piece of plywood. Why? Because it's a piece that I had, and I'm just going to cut that out of this piece of plywood. I have it programmed for my 0 that I won't waste any plywood. In other words, I'm not going to cut it out of the middle. I'm going to cut it out down here. So we'll start the power, we'll start the dust collection, and we'll knock this guy out, and I'll see you when it's done. Okay guys, we've reached the point in the video where I give you the free coupon code. If I've done my job correctly, it should be appearing right about here. What you do is you go to the link in the description. That'll take you to the file page on the website, and it will try to charge you for those files. What you do is when you check out, you put in that coupon code, and it will give those files to you for free. They're both in SVG and PDF versions. All I ask in return is that you mash down on the subscribe button, maybe hit the like button, share it with your friends, that kind of stuff. That's it. It's free to do that. What a deal. All right, now back to the video. All right, so this one's just one that I'm going to do. Here's the cleat that I'm showing you. It's got that 45 on the end, as you can see there, and it's cut, you know, to the proper length. But I got to show you the proper length of this thing that it's cut to. Okay, so when I put these together, I put that on the back, and you know, I cut it to length. But the length I cut it is actually an inch longer than the back. So you can see I got a 1/2 inch hanging out on either side here, and that gives me a nice corner that I can screw it to. It makes it very strong, in addition to the bottom being construction lumber. See, you can see here, see how that goes together there? It just gives me another point that I can sink a screw or a brad or glue or whatever. Not like this. I don't design them like this. I design them like this. So I have this whole area here that I can screw or glue. And then I have both up here at the top. So it makes for a very strong connection on all of my French cleats, and all it costs me is an inch of that stuff of the French cleat that I batch out. So there you go. Check this one off the to-do list. The belt sander holder is done. This one, kind of like one of my other holders that I did, I would change quite a bit. I would make this bigger, maybe put something underneath here so that I can hang the various belts, you know, that would hang down here. So if this were hanging on the wall, there'd be like a little, it would hang down here a little bit, and I could put some screws or some dowels or something in there that I could hang the various grits of belt off to get them all on the same, you know, at the same spot with the belt sander. That, you know, is an idea of mine. And I'm gonna pursue that. Sometime in the future, I'll either modify this one or make a whole new one and be able to put the belts on there. That'll save me some time searching around for that stuff when I need it. But otherwise, went off without a hitch. Good project. It's wide enough. You know, you don't got to worry about this guy falling off or anything. So I liked it. It worked well. If you like this kind of stuff, you know what I'm going to say. Like, subscribe, share, do all that kind of stuff. That really helps us out a lot. Helps me bring you these projects. Helps me bring you the CAD files, which are also in PDF. So if you want to make them by hand, and quite frankly, most people do, but you can get them there. So like and subscribe. Let's move on to the next project.